Hello, and welcome to a brand new synth soundset walkthrough with me, The Unfinished. Today, we are looking at Newfangled Audio's Generate. Now, this is a cool synth. Hopefully, most of you are familiar with it. If you're not, I've got some interesting facts for you at the end of the video. It's a fabulous, fairly new synth. It's only been around for about a year, 18 months or something like that. I could be wrong. Time, what does it mean anymore? And it's got this amazing kind of gnarly, brutal, but elegant kind of vibe that I've really been loving making this sound set, which is called Generate Noire. It's 170 presets full of all sorts of distortion and drama and moments of little bits of beauty and stuff in there. But let's listen to some sounds and you get a vibe for what everything sounds like by doing that, I guess. So we start off, as always, in the bassline section. Here we go. Nice and simple to start off with. Aggression on the mod wheel. So let's have a look at some more bassline, shall we? Try not to play absolutely every sound. I keep saying sound set instead of sound at the moment. Probably had a knock to the head or something. Mod wheel again. Lovely dark energy generate. And it's great for bass lines and sequences and stuff because you've got so many different options when it comes to modulation down here. Look at all that. Lovely. You've got two envelopes separate to the envelope that's controlling the filter, two LFOs, sample and hold, a lovely little sequencer thing where you can do some really cool stuff. And yeah, there's so much drama that can be created with this synth. Is lovely. And I've also found that I don't normally add a lot of reverb to basses and bass lines, but for some reason this the reverb and generate really brings it to life somehow. Right, let's keep going through these bass lines. Let's try the mod wheel. Lovely. So as you can see, let's just quickly move on to the next sound. You've got here a chaotic generator, which is their equivalent of an oscillator. It's got a kind of buchla vibe, but there's also something quite moogie, I feel, about the sound of this synth, which I quite like. And you've got these different types of oscillators here, which really come alive when you start using the chaos amount and the chaos shape and the animates to really sort of make them move. That's what they're all about. And you've also got sort of harmonic intervals here. Two subs, one octave below and one 2 octaves below, so you can really go deep with your basses. But it also adds some nice depth to high sounds as well, which you'll find in some of the pads. Wave folder, that's what a wave folder does, but you've still got lots of lovely control, and there's a handful of these. You've got your filter, classic, just a low pass filter, goes up to 3 poles. You've got the filter envelope down here, which is quite cool. And then you can just look, you've got all these plus signs underneath where you can just connect all these elements to all these controls here. And it's fab. And you've got a really cool effects section as well. I mean, they must just love us at Newfangled Audio, mustn't they? To give us all these toys. Anyway, on with the sounds. also have lots of fun actually just looking at what's going on when you play these sounds to see what's particularly in the chaotic generator. Mod wheel. It's the case with quite a few of these sounds that I have. With the mod wheel, it gets sort of angrier and gnarlier and opens up the filter as you go along. There's a few sounds where they start off really bright in the pads and lead section, and then the mod wheel closes things down a bit. Yeah. But everything has mod wheel on it. Crazy stuff like that with mod wheel as well, because you can literally connect everything on here to the mod wheel, and you've got velocity, key follow, and pressure or aftertouch, and then you've got the MPE stuff here. I haven't really got into the MPE stuff on this sound set, mainly because the keyboard I'm mostly using at the moment doesn't really facilitate that. And I've had fun not needing to go into that. I mean, maybe you would want to add stuff to these sounds. It should be very cool to hear about. More bass lines. Keep pokey. You can get some nice complex sequences going along with using the cutoff. Also, you've got LFOs where you can use the saw wave shape or the square shape to really sort of get that punch in there, and then you can change it up a bit with the sequencer as well, add some extra elements to it, which is pretty cool. So there really are a lot of options. It looks really quite simple. Face value, it looks like you've got one oscillator, a wave folder, and a filter, but the modulation stuff in here it just goes to fabulous places. There is a temptation with Generate to really sort of go into the thrashy, trashy gnarliness of it. So I've tried to keep it varied. If you take a listen to some of the demo tracks, you'll find, there's a couple that have even gone quite sort of Berlin school kind of vibe. Nearly getting to the end of the bass lines. A bit Doctor Who there, haven't I? Not deliberately. So now on to the basses. That's positively evil, that one. It's really sort of seasick kind of portamento vibe. So there's a few simpler sounds in there as well, alongside a lot of the more complex stuff. We've got some punchy stuff with fairly short decays, but there is plenty of beastly stuff as well. It's got a lot going on. Look at that. Lots of modulation, my friend. There we go, low with the mod wheel. Fine. More basses. That particular patch is a good example of the chorus. Now, I'm not getting a lot of lushness from the chorus, but having said that, what it can do really well is it can give you like spring reverb and ring modulation vibes, which are really quite tasty and different. So yeah, you're not going to get the sort of the Roland Juno style chorus loving that you'll get for lushness and stuff, but it does some really cool, fun things. Must be getting towards the end of the basses now. Yeah, one more bass to go, and then we can move on to keys. Cool, drilling outside. Hope that's being picked up. That'll help. Where are we? So onto keys. So nice sort of, well, you know what a key is. I mean, how much do I have to describe what a key is? It's there for your twisted melodic vibes, my friend. You're into that sort of thing, which I suspect you are. Yeah, so I think it's fair to say that Generate has moved into my top 5 synths that I use in my music. What are the other 4? Perhaps you'd like to speculate in the comments below. I mean, a couple of them will be very, very obvious. But I think you'll be surprised at one of them that's not there. Nice bit of synthy piano doodaring there. Yeah, that's a proper term. Leads. Lovely drift. I mean, you can have some really fun drift in this one. All right, see if you can spot the inspiration for this sound. I mean, the name of it actually kind of gives it away. I got myself a Casio VL1 recently. It's fun. My eldest daughter, I say eldest daughter, she's 6. It sounds ridiculous calling that an eldest daughter. She loves it. She loves playing with it. You can program in sounds on the Casio VL1 by just typing in 8 digits which controls a bunch of parameters. I didn't know this until very recently. She just loves creating sounds with it. A chip off the old block, perhaps. Who knows? Nice, bright, silly, fun noises. We like it. One more lead, I think. So much fun you can have with just the portamento and drift on this thing. It's crazy. Right. Oh no, we've got one more lead before we move on to another section. Thanks for that. And should we move on to pads? Yeah, let's do that. Let's see what we've got in the pads. Now, for a gnarly synth, it does actually do a really good job with pads. It can, let's get me back in focus. It can do subtle stuff, dark stuff, beautiful stuff. So yeah, it might surprise you slightly in that respect. That is definitely one of my favourite pads. I love a pad, me. Probably not as many pads as I would have in some other sound sets as there are on this one, but there's enough. See, it can do gentle. Sometimes that's what we need. I can't actually see my screen here. Whoa, what's happened there? Bear with. Oh dear. Right, there we go. So the things that I can see on my screen are slightly different to what you can see, and something got in the way. And anyway. Hang on, did I just play that one? I did, didn't I? Right, losing my mind. That'll be why. Hello. What's happened to my brain? Try again. Sanity now. Oh, I do remember. I think I used this one on my, I used this one on my demo track, so I'm fairly confident I like it. I mean, because I've got no patch descriptions here, I don't know what's coming up. So there's no way of me telling you what a sound sounds like. You just have to play with them and find out for yourself. So now we're moving on to Soundscapes, which obviously with all the modulation you've got going on here and the animation is a really good opportunity to create some interesting sounds. Most of which are quite dark, but there are some lighter moments in there somewhere. Let's try the mod wheel. Lovely energy, and we will then move on to the next one. Got some modulation going on here. I apologise if my voice is a bit strange today. I'm coming off the back of a cold. Children are... so many colds, and you just palm them off onto you. So annoying. So if my voice is a little bit odd today, that's why. Nice subtle build. Pulsing. Let's get that mod wheel in there, shall we? Nice, like that one. Sometimes subtlety is good, right? Oh, and here's a patch named after one of my favourite films and favourite film scores. And not only is Generate, nice to listen to, it's pretty to look at too. It would have been quite fun if I'd been able to work out how I could have done my own skin for it, because I got quite into that with Serum. But I don't know how you'd do that. Maybe Newfangled Audio could let me know. Should just ask them, really. That's where that really nice reverb comes in. Now we've got some SFX patches, sound effects, blasts and whatnot. Let's take a quick listen to them, shall we? Fun. Only a handful of these, but pretty cool. Quite a few of them are like short risers. Nice bit of energy leading into the next section of your track or your cue or whatever. Nice cut off on that. Just goes bang, I'm shutting down. And all right, now we are on to the sequences. Again, like I mentioned before, the modulation elements with all the LFOs, and the sample and hold and the sequences just give you all these great options for just diving in there and just making things move about, basically. And you can get some sort of, obviously, some harmonic pulses if you can get your timing right. Watch this. Ready? Not bad for not having quantize at my disposal. Let's see what the modulator does on this one. Shuts it down a bit because it's already pretty harsh and gnarly to start off with. Next. I'll skip to it, this one. I knew I'd get it wrong eventually. That the timing wasn't there. It's hard work sometimes, you know, because it's polyphonic. Anyway, what have we got here? Nice bit of movement going on here. So we've got slow movement from the LFO, we've got the sequence doing the sort of the pulses, and then we've got a bit of unpredictability from the sample and hold. Probably works quite well. Down there as well, yeah. Coolio. Coolio. Really bad. Nice and dark with sort of ringing delay on it. Cool. Oh no, I'm saying cool a lot now. We're in trouble. It's got a percussive element to this. So it's in the sequence sections. It's not really a bass line, not really percussion, it's just a sequence. Timed it. Miracles do happen. Okay, oh look, we're getting quite towards the end now. I've been speeding through them for you, trying not to take up too much of your time, you know. Aren't I nice? Aren't I nice? Yes. There's some atonal melodic element going on here. I like this. Right, and now we're on to the synths. Cancelled. Yeah. Cancelled, huh? Yeah. Topical. Amazing how many people who claim they're being cancelled have columns in newspapers, their own podcasts, And even radio shows. Very cancelled, yes. Anyway, enough of that. Should we play the final patch of our run through of Generate Noire? Yes, let's do that. Hope it's a good one. That's rather fun. Now, are there any here that I feel like I should definitely play to you? Any names I can remember? Oh, really? Yes. No, I think we'll just say. Oh well, it's forcing me to do it now. Oh, here's a little nod to a friend of mine. Maybe I'll just pick one fun bass line to go for. What did I play? I can't remember. I think this one's a bit weird. So let's try this one. Let's go with the mod wheel. And there you have it. That is Generate Noire. I was looking at the screen just to see whether it was focused on me. There you are. Yes, so I'm going to look right at you because I've had some focus problems with it not being able to see my eyes. I think my camera thinks I'm a specky 4 eyes. That's rude, isn't it? Anyway, Generate Noire. It is 170 patches, celebrating all that is fantastic about Newfangled Audio's Generate, which is gnarliness, deranged beauty, movement, animation, weirdness. Love it. It's going to go on sale for £19.99 plus VAT soon, on Tuesday the 3rd of May. I know this because at the same time this is going on sale, Newfangled Audio are doing a little something on their site, and we're kind of teaming together so that if you don't currently have Generate, you will be able to grab a copy at probably the lowest price it's ever been. Stay tuned to my newsletter and to Newfangled Audio's newsletters. If you don't get either of our emails, you'll never know. Loser. Anyway, I've also done 20 brand new artist presets for Newfangled Audio to just add to Generate. So if you do have Generate, there'll be 20 brand new sounds there for free. Exciting times. Anything else I've forgotten? No, I think that's it. So if you don't have Generate, don't get it yet. Wait until Noire comes out, okay? Because in my newsletter, there will be a way of getting it cheaper. Okay? Remember that. If you forget, don't come crying to me with your emails saying, oh, I forgot. I was too busy cheering sheep and it just slipped my mind. Yes, I won't put up with it. So I hope you've enjoyed listening to this. I hope you've had fun going through the sounds. I'm probably going to do another video. Well, I've already done another video. I've done a little walkthrough of my artist preset, so you can check that out at some point. I'm also thinking I might do a little video about the randomization element of Generate, because I'm kind of intrigued by the random elements that some synths put on them. Some of them are terrible and make horrid noises you couldn't possibly use. And some of them work better. So I don't know, I might do a video where I compare and contrast a bunch of them, or I might just look at them individually. I don't know yet. It all depends on how I feel, because I'm an extremely contrary person and my whims are entirely of their own making. I'm not in control. But yes, but Generate's, it's better. It's one of the better ones. There are some sounds. You can instantly get some quite usable stuff with their randomization. But anyway, let's not jump ahead of the gun. I may still do that video soon. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, as I say. I hope my slightly nasal voice, because I've got a lot of gunk right here in the sinuses at the moment, which is being a bit slow to shift. You really wanted to know about that, didn't you? Of course you did. Sorry about that. Yes, so I'll see you in one of my other videos very soon. I've got a few videos planned. They'll be popping up on my YouTube channel shortly, I guess, or longly if I'm lazy. Ta-ta for now. Enjoy Generate Noire, and if you don't already have it, enjoy Generate, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.